Pablo.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to episode 25 of Pablo Talks. Yeah, guys, I'm actually very excited to talk with you guys today because I've been having a pretty good day. I just got a facial. Can you tell? Is my face snatched? Guys, I might have gotten into like the little trope, not the trope, what is it? I might have gotten scammed. I paid $200 for a facial. $200. It was called the Hollywood facial, bitch. I thought they were going to get me a Grammy. I thought they were going to put me on the stars. No, bitch. They pulled my cheeks back and made me bleed a little bit. But I'm not going to lie. It felt really nice. And I'm trying to kind of invest in myself recently because y'all know I'm really bad at spending money. So I'm just gonna like take care of myself. And I feel like one of the things I wanted to do was get a little facial, and especially a skin contour facial, because you guys are telling me my face looks puffy. I don't know if it's because of my haircut. I don't know if it's because of all the traveling and I was in the air. I don't know if I'm making excuses for myself. But guys, I'm not gonna lie, my face has been a little bit puffy recently and it's made me like a little bit insecure. But I'm working on it. I'm drinking more water. I'm going to the gym every day. I think honestly what it was is that I just didn't go to the gym for like 3 weeks when I was home for Connecticut. I think it was like 2.5 weeks. I barely drink in Connecticut like at all. Like I had a couple of drinks with my family here and there when we watched the Colombia game. I can't believe they lost. Oh my God. But Spain won. And y'all know I went to Barcelona. I love Barcelona, so I'm happy Spain won. But yeah, I barely drink at all. And the only time I did drink is when I went to New York. So I don't know what the issue is with this puffy face. If anybody has any tips or tricks, let me know because I can't keep spending $200 on that little facial. But she said, like, she literally was like, okay, like to keep it long lasting, like make sure you don't have any sugar when you go home. Bitch, what do you mean have no with sugar? Like I'm gonna have like some airheads when I get home. Like I have a little sweet tooth. Like sometimes I garden. There's literally a gardening thing right here. I know. Sometimes I have a little like sweet tooth. And she's like, yeah, like just try not to have any sugar or like salt, so your face doesn't puff back up, and you don't have to show back up here and pay me $200 more. Anyways, I moved on because I feel like it did work, and I am gonna go back. She gave me like a whole skin analysis, which I've never had a skin analysis, guys. So I guess the $200 was worth it because basically, bitch, I almost got a happy ending at this point. No, I'm kidding, but. I got to this place today. I parked. And when I parked in like this little parking structure, went inside, went through the whole process to get checked in. And when I went into like the main area for her to do my facial, she's like, oh, okay, like you can press the button when you're ready. Like just get naked and go under the cover. Naked, bitch. I thought I was getting a facial. Like, is that weird? Like, you need to get naked for facials? I was like, huh? So I just kept on my boxers because I was like, naked. I don't want to get fully naked. Like, it was literally just a little toalla. Like, what if I'm like, "Durr." I'm like, wait, am I bi? All right. No, I'm kidding. Like, I was like, oh my God, like, I don't know about all that. So I just kept on my little boxers. I clicked the button. She came in. She first double cleansed my face. She asked me what my issues were. I kind of told her everything. And the issues with my face recently, guys, are that I'm getting a lot of skin damage. I'm having like acne scars and stuff, which is really irritating. And I also have like these pimples that are coming a little bit thicker, and then if I don't assess them quickly enough, they become like moles. I'm not gonna lie, like I have this like bump on my ear that kind of became like a little mole, but it used to be a pimple. I am so confused. I'm just as confused as you guys. So I asked her all that. She gave me the whole rundown. She told me what she was gonna do on my skin, and we basically talked about it for like 20 minutes. And she told me so much fun facts. She was like, basically, a lot of people think you need a toner or you need a brightening serum, and that's the best way to get rid of dark spots. But a big issue that people don't understand is SPF is the biggest way to get rid of dark spots, because she's like, okay, so basically, and this is what I've thought as well. When the dark spots are there, I'm like, fuck, like I already like lagged and I didn't put on any sunscreen. So now my skin isn't going to look tea, and I'm going to have these dark spots, and like there's no way to get rid of them. So all I can do is either put some makeup on it or, continue to buy these expensive serums to like get rid of discoloration. But no, like you need to put on sunscreen more. So basically she told me it like this. Like if you have a black car and a white car, when you're in the sun, which one's going to attract more heat? The black car. So it's your face is a canvas. If you have black spots, the sun is going to attract more to the black spots, the dark spots, like the acne scars, and it's gonna make them even darker and darker and darker. So I'm like, oh my God, I'm literally fucked. I'm fucked because my whole life, everyone has told me, put on sunscreen. And I just hate touching my face. Like, since skincare is different, like in the shower, but like after, like it took me a lot to even get to like serums and moisturizers and everything. Cause I don't know, like sunscreen. And then especially cause you have to reapply it so much. I don't like touching my face, and it's a whole thing, but I've gotten a lot better at it within like maybe the past 8 months. But I guess it's too late because I have these little spots. And she was also telling me that it's good to get a tinted sunscreen if I'm comfortable with it, because the tinted sunscreen will make everything like the same color. It'll act like a t-shirt on over skin. So it makes it like all the same so it can get even again, which I'm like, oh, like maybe I should do that. So that's something I learned today when I got my facial, W facial. Also, something that I learned today is I asked her what exfoliator was good for my skin, because I really need an exfoliator, or I thought, because I have like some bumps on my skin. Sometimes I feel like I have these thicker pimples that turn into like moles and shit. And she was like, I don't really believe in exfoliators. Like, I think if you have like a good, like full purpose this or that or serum or this, like it works better. And I'm like, really? Like, I feel like I need like the little scrubby things to get in my skin. And she goes, Pablo, imagine here's a table right here. We put a bunch of sand, we start rubbing everywhere, right? There's gonna be a bunch of scratches all over the table, but it's inconsistent. It's not gonna be in the same in every spot. So that's why she doesn't believe in exfoliators, especially the scrubs. I was gagged. So honestly, those two pieces of information were well worth the $200, and I tipped $10. She gave me a good skincare routine, like to do like a cheaper routine that I could get from Amazon, and then like a more specific routine that I could do like and get from her salon. The serum alone was $189, so I kind of passed. And then I realized, wait, I'm literally in a really nice spot doing the Hollywood facial. Like, I don't know what else I really thought, but my skin does look good and I'm feeling better about myself. But yeah, guys, I'm in my apartment. This morning I just went to the gym. I've been going to the gym every day, and I brought Drew with me. If you guys don't know, Drew's my bestie. And not gonna lie, Dre, you know, he had a little bit of a drinking problem where he loves to go out and party and literally black out. And I've been always trying to get him on the right track and bring him to the gym with me and bring him to coffee shops and this and that. And he's been doing it. But this week he really locked in, and he's like, I want to go to the gym with you every day, Pablo. Like, I want to lock in. I want to do 30-day hard. And I love that. So we've been going every morning together. So I did that, got my facial, came back here, ate a little bit. And now I'm talking with you guys. And later I'm going to go to a coffee shop, guys. That is something else I wanted to get into. I have a whole list of things I actually want to talk about, and I took the opportunity today to really lock in and write a bunch of stuff, because I found out, guys, that I have awful service and connection at my house. One of the biggest reasons why I feel like I've always been so laggy on the podcast is because the Wi-Fi here sucks. And bitch, I should have known. I bought this Wi-Fi when I first moved here, bitch. I didn't even have enough to pay for the AC, like, and I still sometimes want to pay. I do have enough, but you know, I think the habit of not paying it at first maybe got me in the habit of now. But yeah, like, I didn't have the money at all. So that Wi-Fi is definitely booty cheeks, and it takes like 10 hours to post a podcast, which is why my shit is always late, amongst other reasons. But today I'm going to a coffee shop because that has been my new thing, guys. I've really been enjoying computer time. And it's interesting because I know a lot of people could be like, that doesn't sound the best, but a lot of the things that I need to get my life together in and check involve a computer, involve doing research, involve figuring out how to do it. So within the past couple of weeks of dedicating my time to the computer and like learning shit, bitch, I've completely paid off all my taxes. I found what debt I have, how to fix it, how to pay it. I've applied to new credit cards. You know, I've figured out how to get a car. What's the best way to get a car? What's the best deal to get a car? How to get registered and everything, how to sell it. Like, these are things that you sometimes have to do research about, and I'm literally just always on my phone or vlogging or with friends or traveling or doing all these amazing things, which I'm so grateful about. But bitch, I don't just sit down and like learn enough. And that kind of goes back into what I was talking about last episode, how I want to go to school, guys. I'm really craving new information, and being in a coffee shop with all these students that look so smart and cool. Like, I'm like, ugh, like, did I make the right decision dropping out? Because if you guys don't know, I dropped out of college my junior year of college. I was almost done, but I felt like everything I was learning was repetitive. COVID kind of fucked up the feng shui. A lot of my friends left. I just wasn't having that much fun anymore. I didn't feel like it was that valuable. So I dropped out, moved to LA with the $0 I literally had, and just figured it out. And it's been amazing. But, you know, after so many years of not kind of waking up for anyone or anything, like, I want to put myself in a more challenging environment and situation. So that is where these coffee shops and, you know, schooling or maybe classes is going to come in, and I'm very excited. I've been looking up a lot of information about some classes I could take you guys. I know we're talking about life and everything. We have a lot of tea and a lot of pop culture to get into as well, but yeah, school has been a very important topic on my head. I don't know if I want to necessarily complete the degree. I don't know if that would be beneficial because I was a communication major and I could, but that would kind of just be for the degree. I think I want to just more so put myself in like-minded rooms with a bunch of cool creators, and, you know, I can learn things every week and put it into my content, and you guys can let me know if you like it or not, and then I can see how to use it and work and how it applies in the real world. And I think I just have like a really cool, unique opportunity to not only learn, but learn, apply, and post it to a platform where I could get advice and opinions. Like, I think that's super cool, especially because I'm trying to enter my directing era, which I think I've really, really locked into, guys, as I've been going to the coffee shops. I'm not going to lie. Coffee shops have gotten me to look at everything differently, and it gives me more time to just like lock in. So, for example, the first day I went to the coffee shop, I was looking at kind of all my finances and all my things and payments and things of how to advance and grow as an adult. Then the second time I was kind of looking at more hobbies and looking at like these classes and looking at things I was interested in. Then through that whole little journey, I kind of just remembered how much I love content creation, but not only like vlogging and lifestyle, but also just curated, formatted short films and short stories. And yeah, I love telling you guys about my experiences, but maybe I can use those experiences to come up with a new experience to depict love, to depict harm, to depict hurt, loneliness, to depict happiness, hope, nostalgia, anything. And I really, really am wanting to do that. So I remembered one day at the coffee shop that I had a bunch of footage that I filmed in Hawaii because I really wanted to create like a little I wanted to create a short film with the camera that I have, but I also knew I was going to be vlogging every day on TikTok. So I was like, you know what, Pablo, like, film when you can. Don't put too much pressure on yourself for it. And I did it. And I have a bunch of footage. So I was like, you know what? Let me lock in. I'm at the coffee shop. Ordered a grilled cheese. Locked in, you guys. And I made a cute little short video. If you guys saw it on TikTok, if you guys saw it on Instagram, you guys can watch it. I would put it here, but it would get copyrighted and that'd be weird. But yeah, it's a really cute video. It's me going to Olivia Rodrigo, a bunch of clips of my experience. And that makes me happy because not only is it a relic of time that I can watch back, but it's not as verbally distinctive of what it's about. People can take it however they want to take it. It's just a video of me living life, but people can be like, wow, he's living life. He's so happy, inspires me to travel. People can also be like, wow, the song is a little bit about, letting go behind things that hurt you and moving forward and just trying to live your life. And that is very inspiring. But then also people can be like, oh my God, Pablo is such a lifestyle creator. I never thought he would take content seriously. Like, this is kind of inspiring. Like, I want to take content serious, like make more meaningful content. And I don't know. I feel like it's full 360 good for me and for everyone, bitch, because I don't always need to be yapping about putting on pajamas with some New York celebrity, bro, because it just really gets there. And, I'm getting older and, all right. Anyways, you guys, but yeah, this is season 2 of Pablo Talks. I'm really excited. There are a lot of things I want to do differently, you guys, and I want to make this a more meaningful but also consistent podcast. So one of the ways I'm going to do that is by posting on Wednesdays. I feel like Wednesdays will be better to post because posting on Mondays usually meant filming on the weekends, which is when I'm the busiest. So then I would film Monday morning, but then I'm tired from the weekend. Then I try to post it and it would take 10 hours. Next thing you know, it's Tuesday. But now I have at least Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday to film the pod. I can go to the coffee shop, film it, or not film it. I can go to the coffee shop, edit what I need to if I need to edit anything, and post it within a couple hours, or the day before if I get there. But yeah, guys, with the edits, I don't know how I feel about the edits, and you guys can let me know. Last episode, I did try cutting out more dead space, but it feels nice to, have that. But then I feel like it kind of takes away the naturalness of a podcast. And low key, guys, whenever I cut a pod, it's either because I'm drunk or I'm high. And that can't happen anymore. I'm sober high, as you fucking should be. But last episode, I was a little bit guarded. So I just felt a little bit more in my head about if I said anything meaningful. But when I'm chill in myself, I kind of just talk about whatever and I don't really care. And that's kind of just the best way to do it. So yeah, I want to post on Wednesdays. Not sure about editing. Let me know what you guys feel about that and the cuts. I do enjoy putting things on the screen. I don't know what I would talk about or what would I put on the screen. So if there's ever a situation, I'll do it. We'll just do it naturally and see how that goes. But something, guys, that I do want to do differently, and this is a cool opportunity for one of you. And if someone wants to clip it because they would go into the clipping narrative, this is because then you guys can let more people know that I'm looking, or you can just let me know if you want to do it. Anyways, I am looking for a clipper for my podcast, and I will pay you. I didn't really think too specifically about what I'll pay you, but I think I'll just pay you maybe $50 to post 2 to 3 clips a week of the podcast. Maybe it could be something like $15, $20 a clip. I don't know if that's cheap or not. Let me know. Guys, I really only make $100 from each episode, which is so tea. No, I usually make if it's a normal episode, I can make $80, but then if it's a higher episode, I can make $300. So I kind of have to be a little bit smart with it. But I think, a clip, you're watching it naturally and then you find something entertaining, you want to clip it, you post it, you do Pablo Talk on YouTube, hashtag this, all the hashtags to make it go viral. And, maybe I'll do a thing of $15, $20 a clip. And then if it goes viral, every 100,000 of views, I'll do a certain amount or something like that. I don't know. I think that could be cool. And the only reason why I'm saying that is I don't want to fake a clip or anything, but I do need help and I do want to grow the podcast and I do want to be smarter with it. So if there's anybody on here that thinks you would be good at clipping, or things that you'd be good at, posting little segments of the podcast to YouTube, or not YouTube, or YouTube Shorts, but mainly TikTok, let me know. Comment down below. You can DM me on Instagram. Let me know in the chat if you're actually interested. Be like, Pablo, I'm interested. I will do it. My Instagram is this. I think you should be I think most of you guys are over 18. It should definitely be over 18 because, bitch, we working out here and I don't want to yeah. So let me know. Those are the only requirements. Over 18. You watch the pod maybe naturally, so you kind of know what works and what doesn't. And then, yeah, you post them on TikTok with some cool hashtags. I feel like that'd be a vibe. So that is definitely something I want to do new for the podcast. I feel like that could be very, very cool. Also, I was thinking about timestamps. Do we like timestamps? Do we not? I feel like as the viewer, obviously you like a timestamp so you know where to cut if you want to hear like the most juicy part that you think you're going to hear about. But I feel like that's kind of bad, right? Because then people can just cut to the part and not listen to the rest. Like as an actual like active like viewer, like what do you guys think? It would be better, right? To like have timestamps for you guys. But for me, wait guys, I don't want to be that guy, but my face looks really fucking tiny right now. Like, doesn't it look really small? I think that facial might have worked. Maybe I lied. I don't know. But yeah, those are some new things I want to do for Pablo Talks. I don't think I'm going to have necessarily a studio really until maybe like season 3 or season 4. Hopefully everything goes well. Hopefully we keep growing. That'd be amazing. But for now, guys, I really just enjoy this. And I honestly missed being here a lot. I miss just sitting here. I feel like I've been gone from my house for a while. And this feels really nice, except for when I film. It sometimes gets hot in here just because I don't put on the AC and I close the windows so that it can be like just us. So today I have a little fan. That's also another addition we have for the podcast, guys. This fan. Let me tweet it on. This is really nice. If you guys want a nice one, go on Amazon, not TikTok Shop. And make sure it's the good one. But yeah, I have a fan. That's going to be really good for whenever I get hot. We still have the cup. I think we'll get a new cup, but I think this is a good cup. The cup doesn't matter as long as there's a cup of water. And then I brought back the money tree because, bitch, we have to manifest for all of us good wealth, good health, and good prosperity. Yeah, I think that's enough, right? I was about to be like, and a cute boyfriend, but bitch, it doesn't fucking matter, bro. It doesn't fucking matter because at the end of the day, you got to love yourself. And you got to get the money behind you so that you can continue to love yourself and get these $200 facials. All right. Anyways, guys, I've been talking a lot about coffee shops and I've been talking a lot about like what I want to do like new. I did do that Hawaii short film, but then also yesterday I filmed another short film where Drew helped me. And I think it's a really, really cool short film. You guys, I'm going to edit it today after this. After this, I'm going to go to coffee shop, post this podcast, and edit the new short film. And I'm just really excited and grateful. And I hope you guys enjoy it. Like, I'm going to still be Pablo and like be crazy and lifestyle and everything like that. But I do want to put efforts into something bigger than me. And I might be the main character of these short films for now, but one day it will be other people. And with more information, education, I will learn how to direct a movie. Because guys, think about it. Like when I make a TikTok, like a 2-minute TikTok, I try to make them very quick, very fun, very entertaining. A lot of the times my TikTok, you guys, are literally over like 15 minutes of footage that I cut into the most happy, fun, exciting parts because I like to have a good feel something vlog. Unless it's like a real dark moment, I will be like that as well with you guys. But I love that. And when I think of a vlog, I don't know if it's crazy or not, but I think like, okay, hook, let's go do this today. Then the next clip will be a different environment to keep people hooked and not have the same boring environment. I've really been wanting to do this for a while, so you know, then the next one, me opening the car, the next one, me turning on, the next one, me driving away, the next one, all right, guys, I just got here, now we're gonna Like I see these clips in my head and I want to do that for things that doesn't include my life because then it feels like I'm planning my life. You know what I mean? Which I guess, you know, people are like, oh my God, like this is performative. Like you're doing this for the video. No, I'm doing it because it's my life. But yeah, I mean, I'm going to make a little bit more entertaining for the video. Like that is how it's going to go. And that is a little fun because it makes my life inherently more fun because I want it to be more fun, perceivingly, optics vibes. But I want to just live life, have fun, and put that into like cool short films. So the short film I did yesterday was at the pier, Santa Monica Pier. And it was about wanting to enjoy. It was about nature. That's what I'll say. It was about being in nature, but never fully enjoying nature. Kind of technology, kind of spooky vibes. And yeah, I thought that was really freaking cool. So I'm going to edit that later at the coffee shop. But guys, not going to lie, the craziest thing happened at the coffee shop the other day. And I was like, okay, like this is crazy. So basically I go to a coffee shop that some could say is in a sus area, but I mean, it's LA. Everywhere's kind of a little bit sus. I'm not going to Beverly Hills for the coffee shop. So yeah, so I go to this coffee shop pretty often. They have really good grilled cheeses there. I feel safe there. I feel comfortable. They have chargers. It's open until like really, really late at night. And I love a good coffee shop like that. So that's been my home base for the past like 2 weeks. I go there maybe 4 days ago. I go into Waymo because if you guys don't know, I have this code where I get free Waymos, which is like a self-driving autonomous car, which is crazy to say out loud, but it's true. So sometimes I'll use that to go places so I don't have to like drive my car, find parking, whatever. So I took a Waymo there, get there, sitting down, living my best life. I'm in a chair, in a couch, and right in front of me is another couch, and then the rest of the coffee shop is there. And in front of me is this woman and this man, and they're living their best life. I don't know what they're doing. I just sit down, start to put on my headphones, start editing whatever I gotta edit, right? Maybe a couple minutes into the conversation, I start hearing this girl be extremely, what's the word? Like a contrarian. Is that the word, contrarian, towards him, disagreeing with everything he says, kind of shutting him down, saying no a lot. And I was like, oh shit, like that is either a toxic couple or she just does not fuck with him. So I'm kind of listening, kind of not, kind of doing my own thing. And he's like, oh yeah, like I know you've been here for a while, but like, would you like to come over and maybe play some games? And she's like, no, I actually have a lot to do. I have a lot to do, blah, blah, blah. He's like, okay, I get you're busy today. Are you free any day this week? And she goes, no, actually Monday I have this, Tuesday I have that, Wednesday I have this, Thursday I have this, Friday I have that. At this point, I'm like giggling in my chair. I'm like, oh my God, she is so not interested in him. This is so awkward. But then she was also saying like throughout her routine that she had therapy and she had rehab and all this shit. So I was like, okay, T girl, like we love a girl getting help, but like I just didn't know her vibes. I just didn't know, like, you know, she could have either been like off that like Xanax or like on a Xanax to calm her down because she has anxiety that she needs to take the Xanax. I don't know. So I'm not gonna judge anything, but I'm just in the corner, like I don't even know what's going on. So then he kind of starts being like, yeah, like, do you want to get food? Do you want to get food? And she's like, oh, I would, but I need my computer. I don't have Wi-Fi. He's like, oh, well, you could use my Wi-Fi at home and we could get some food and take it there. And she's like, no. Mind you, these people are both like 35. So I'm not going to like get too deep into it. She's like, no, I don't think so. And, you know, I'm not going to lie. Like, I don't know their backgrounds or their stories, but it seems like the girl has like been through a lot. And it just the way she was talking seemed very busy and very stressed. So then the guy was like, oh, you seem very stressed. Can I give you a hug? And she's like, sure. And I literally watched this with my eyes, guys. There's 2 feet in front of me. The guy hugs her. And if you can't see me for visual listeners or audio listeners, she literally makes the most like disturbed face, like not even like a help, but like almost like a comical like face you would see in like Scooby-Doo if like the dog farted past like the hot girl, like, ooh, like something like that. And I'm like, what is going on? So at this point, I know she does not fuck with him, but I don't know. It's not my business. So they keep talking for a little bit. I'm still editing my video. And then I guess they decide that he's going to go leave to get them food and come back. So he leaves his stuff by the couch, leaves, and goes to get the food. When he walks out, I'm kind of just peeking like, oh, I don't know what's going on. And she looks at me and she's like, oh, thank God. Oh my God, that guy's so weird. He won't leave me alone. And I'm like, wait, girl, are you serious? She's like, yeah, oh my God, I don't know what to do. He's so annoying. He won't leave me alone. And I'm like, oh my God, well, like, is there anything I can do? She's like, no, we went on one date and like, you know, he's like nice or whatever, but like, he knows I come to this like coffee shop and now he just came here and like he's like asking me to get food with him and da-da-da. I'm like, oh my gosh, like, oh my God, like what do we do? Within 1 second, this older woman walks in who has a dog in her hand. She's a local. I see her at the coffee shop every night. She's so sweet. She falls asleep on the couch that girl was sitting on with her dog and just sits there for a couple hours. So I know her. So she goes up to the chair to go to sit in it. She sees that she's in it. And then the girl's like, oh, hi. Oh, sorry. Okay, I'll go over there. And then the girl who's sitting in the chair starts talking to this older woman with the dog. She's like, oh my God, there's this man here. Like, he won't leave me alone. Like, he's getting us food. Like, what do I do? He was coming back. And then the older woman's like, huh? Do you have a knife? And I'm like, a knife? Where am I? We're literally at a coffee shop. I'm editing a short film because I want to feel more fulfilled. And now some girl's telling him to take out a knife. Like, what is going on? I'm like, oh my gosh. She's like, no, I don't have a knife. Like, she's like, what's going on? She's like, oh, basically, I went on one date with this guy. You know, he was nice or whatever. I told him I come to this coffee shop, and now he knows I come here. Recently, he's been coming. Today, he's trying to get me to go back and play with him, but I'm busy. I have a lot going on. I'm in rehab, da-da-da. Like, he's not what I want, da-da-da-da. And then she's like, oh my God, like, you got to kick him in the dick or something. Like, hell no. You know what? You know what's wrong with these guys? What's wrong with these guys in this area? The other day, you see that guy in the green shorts, and then the guy with the green shorts like looks up. She's like, yeah, he was in the bathroom with his dick out. Big dick boy, huh? Like, calling him big dick boy in front of everyone. I'm like, guys, I kid you not. I understand the area is a little crazy. This is such a demure coffee shop. I have no idea what's going on at this point. At this point, I feel like I'm in an episode of SNL, but the stakes are high because this girl feels uncomfortable and I want to help her. So then the older woman's like, I'm going to go sit over there. If you guys need me, I'm here. I'm like, okay. I'm talking with the girl. She's like, oh, like, whatever. Like, he's going to come back. Like, I don't know what to do. Like, should I leave? Should I not? His stuff is here. I'm like, I don't know. I want you to feel safe. Like, I'm here. If you need me, I'll be editing. She's like, okay. A couple seconds later, the guy walks back in. He walks back in, he sits down. He's like, hey, here's your burrito. She's like, thanks. She grabs her burrito. She dips it in ranch. She's looking at me like, ha, ha, ha. And I'm like, what do I literally do? So, and then I'm like thinking, and I'm like, okay, I don't know. I was about to order my Waymo to leave, but now I feel bad that she's here alone. And I'm like, oh my God. Guys, I kid you not, within 2 minutes, Some random guy, a random guy with a big, big curly hair that was beautiful, that had sunglasses on, that did not make a peek the entire time, gets up, goes up to the guy and says, I need to talk to you. And this man, who has no idea who this man is, looks up and says, huh? And he says, you're making her uncomfortable. I need to talk to you outside now. And then the girl looks at me like, again with a crazy dramatic face. And I'm like, and then the guy's like, huh? And he's like, why are you saying that? And he's like, now. And then he turns to the girl and he's like, did you say anything? And she goes, I have no idea who that is. I have no idea who that is. And I'm like, okay. And she's eating the burrito. So I'm like, okay, like, I didn't know. Is she genuinely scared for her life, or is he just weird and she just wanted to key with me about it? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. But then again, my finger is still on the Waymo press order button. But I'm like, what do I do? So the guy walks out. Oh my God, my cat's feeder just went on. That's so cute. So literally, wait, let me see how much they're feeding my cat. That was a lot, low key. That was like 5 pushes. It's supposed to be 2. That's why she's like chubby squibs. Anyways, so the guy walks out. He comes back in like a minute later, and he's like, what did you tell this man? This man just screamed at me saying I made you uncomfortable. What are you telling this man? And she's like, I didn't say anything. I didn't say anything. I promise I didn't say anything. I don't even know this man. And he's like, she didn't say anything. I've been seeing it, and I want you to know that I'm seeing it. And then she's like, I don't know who this is. And the man's like, why are you telling him? He's like, a mess. And I'm like, oh my God. Then out of nowhere, the older woman with the dog comes in. What's going on? Hey, you. You're making my friend uncomfortable. Like literally like him like, huh? Her? I have no idea what they're talking about. Like, and I was completely aware and, okay with the fact if she was completely like nervous or awkward or didn't know what to say. Like, yeah, she might have told us she was uncomfortable, but now that he's here, she doesn't want him to know that. And I get that. I wouldn't have done it like that. And, she even said, like, when he took the guy outside, she was like, I get that. Like, maybe he heard us and he's trying to help, but, like, that's not the way you do it. And I was like, yeah, I don't know. So then the guy sits back down. And the other guy sits back down and the girl sits down and we're all just sitting there and he's like breathing heavily and he's like, God, like, I've never had that happen to me. Like, oh my God. And mind you, the guy didn't even yell at him. Like, he was just like affirming him, like, don't talk to a girl that doesn't want to talk to you. Don't get touchy with a girl that doesn't want to touch with you. Like, if she's saying no, it's a no, like, and I agree, as he should. But it just got really awkward really fast. He's like, oh my God, I don't know what to do. And he's like, do you want me to leave? Do you want me to leave? Just tell me if you want me to leave. And she's like, you can do whatever you want. I don't know. I told you I'm here. Like, I came here earlier. You can do whatever you want. Like, it's fine. Like, and I felt bad and I didn't know I didn't say anything, but I just stayed there because I knew I was like her safe spot. And I stayed there and then he's like, I don't know what to do. Like, that guy was just yelling at me. Like, who is that man? Like, and then you just hear from the back of the coffee shop, yeah, I did talk to you because we all see it. And you're doing it and it's not okay. And we're all watching you. And if you go up to her one more time, I'm calling the cop. Like, I was just gagged. I was just actually gagged. And then he was like, you know what? Like, I'm getting out of here. And then the employee's like, what's going on? I don't know. He decided to leave. He walked out and he's like, call me, like, or don't. I don't know how you feel about me. She's like, yeah. And then he walked out and then she was like, oh, thank God. Thank you guys. Thank you so much for staying here. Like, you were like my calm one. And I was like, okay, thank God I stayed. Because I felt like I was overstaying. But then right when I ordered my Waymo and I left. But that was crazy. Honestly, what did I learn from that? I don't know what I learned from that, but it was a crazy story. I'm glad she was okay. I'm glad she was safe. I'm glad I was there to help. I'm glad everybody there was there to help as well. But yeah, guys, just know maybe like, if there's ever a girl in danger or anything like that, like just because she's saying it's okay in front of the person doesn't mean it's actually okay. And like stick around and just make sure it's okay. Don't overstep, but just stick around and make them feel safe and comfortable. But guys, that was crazy. So here I'm trying to go to a coffee shop for like some like chillness. And then I go there and it's all this. I'm like, oh my God. But honestly, the girl's super tea, and I'm sure I'll see her there again tonight, and we can talk about it, and she can tell me any updates or not or anything like that. But yeah, that was the coffee shop story time about the couple. But yeah, it gets there. Besides that, what other crazy things have happened this week to catch you guys up on? Okay, well, I wasn't gonna say this, but I'm just honest with you guys. I had a little like date or moment, with somebody from my life, and they were going to a concert and I wanted to show them that I cared. So I said, do you want me to go to this concert with you? And they said, yeah, that'd be awesome. So I went to go look at the tickets. Originally, apparently they were $30, but they sold out. So when I looked, it was $105. Mind you, I don't know this artist at all, but I I'm trying to become a better friend, a better son, a better boyfriend, a better crush, a better talking stage, everything. So I thought, maybe this will show this person that I care about them. So I went to go buy it. I got distracted. The next day went on. The concert was the next day. We were talking about how excited we were about it. And I went to go check the ticket. It was $200. It was $200 and I bought it. I bought the ticket. I bought it. Oh. I bought a ticket to a concert for somebody that I had no idea about or their music because I wanted my situationship to feel heard. That is just complete honesty. I'm not going to lie. And a lot of people could say that is so thirsty of you. How could you? But I'm an adult. I have money and I want the people in my life to know I care. Right? I don't know, you guys, but yeah, I did spend $200 on a concert ticket for a boy, and that felt a little odd and interesting, but I don't regret it, and I had fun, obviously, but I've been thinking about it these past couple of days of like, Pablo, if you could do that, you can spend $200 on a facial. And honestly, maybe that's what that was for. I've been in my head about it. Like, Pablo, maybe you did too much. Like, did you do too much? Did you not? But no, because that kind of situation is needed. Like when I was in home in Connecticut with my family, like spending money with my family, that's what got me to buy a car. That's what got me to come here and like purchase things for myself and for my sanity and like to make me feel better, cleaner, happier, healthier. And I've been doing that. I want to get a new gym membership. Like, and maybe sometimes you got to spend $200 just for a boy's interest to know that you can spend $200 on your own facial. And that's where it goes. That's just really how it gets there. But yeah, I do think that was like, a next step. I just want to be more intentional and I want to be more caring. And I think even if anybody took that as caring or not, I think that's caring because I would want someone to do that for me. Like imagine someone that liked me that didn't even like Olivia Rodrigo, like spent a lot of money to watch it with me and then like hugged me while I sang cigarette smoke. All right. But yeah, that was really tea. Speaking of Olivia Rodrigo, you guys, I don't know if I'm going to take any more singing lessons. Hear me out. Wait, guys, can I literally just go to the side for 1 second because I have a little bit like of a wedgie. I'm not going to lie. And it's like, I wore a little bit tight underwear today because, yeah, I got there. Anyways, so me being like way too honest, but I'm not cutting that out. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to take the Olivia Rodrigo lessons anymore just because, well, I do want to, but I haven't had the time to, so that's hard. If I take singing lessons, do you guys think it's beneficial to take one every month or every 2 months, or should I find a time when it's more consistent? Because I want to be consistent with things, and that's kind of where the whole school era comes into. Like, the schooling would be like a 3-month, 4-month class moment where I take a couple classes from September to December. So that I would have to be in LA for and stay here. And I feel like during that era is when I could also prioritize singing lessons. Because I'm literally going to Chicago next week, which is so crazy, you guys, which I do want to talk about. I'm going to Lollapalooza. I'm so excited, guys. I'm going with a brand, a really amazing, awesome brand that I'm so, so, so grateful for, you guys. So basically the whole thing that's going on. I'm going to Lollapalooza with Tyler. Tyler, my bestie festival buddy, who I haven't seen in a minute, miss him down. But we're going to Lollapalooza together in Chicago. It's going to be so much fun. Tate McRae's performing. Charlie XCX is performing. The Smashing Pumpkins is performing. Lord is performing. So it's going to be so many cool, amazing people. And I'm so excited to be with Tyler and hang out. But guys, we both get our own penthouse suites at the top of a hotel. I literally cannot even put into words how crazy that is. I'm so grateful. We had this opportunity last year as well, but we didn't think we were going to have it again. But let me just tell you guys a little bit about that. So basically, I'm not going to tell you guys the brand. I'm going with Talala because some of y'all be haters and no bad voodoo, not bad voodoo, no bad energy because I'm excited about it. And yeah, but for the stay part of it, we're going with the tickets and everything with one brand. But for the stay, it's actually crazy because so last year, I don't know if you guys remember or no, but me and Tyler kind of blew up at Coachella together. And then we went to Stagecoach after with Paris Hilton. She saw our videos. She invited us to Stagecoach, put us in the Hilton Hotel. We met her, became friends with her from there. And then from there, we went to all of her parties and she invited us to a lot of things. We saw her at her movie premiere. She asked me and Tyler to host a movie premiere for her. So in LA, we hosted like 90 people. She came, she was at the front with us, introduced the movie. Like we have a good relationship with her and she's very, very sweet. And she was the one that got us the hotel for Lollapalooza last year because we only had the tickets and we didn't have the stay. So she came in clutch, talked to her people at Hilton, and got us a really amazing stay. We didn't know if that was going to happen again this year, but it did, which is so freaking cool. They got us like the best suites, and me and Tyler each have our own, which is crazy. We each have our own suite looking at the skyline of Chicago, and that is literally going to be happening I leave in like 6, 7 days for. Oh my god! I leave in like 6, 7 days. All right, for that, which is gonna be so much fun. I miss Chicago so much, and I can't wait to go. Literally, guys, Chicago and especially Lala, it's so much fun because Coachella's so fun, but it's not in the city. It's in the desert. Lala's in the city. So right after Lala, you can go right out into the city and have fun, meet new people, party, whatever you want to do. But also, as you're watching all these amazing performers, you're seeing like a huge skyline behind you. It is actually insane. Me and Tyler had the best time last year. We literally did shrooms while listening to who did we listen to? Oh, why is my brain blanking, you guys? What's the what Interbloom? Rufus the Soul? I don't know why Rufus the Soul. We had the best time. We made so many friends. We became really close with Manny MUA and Laura Lee there, and we're excited to see them again this year. But me and Tyler did have a little bit different of a narrative last year. I had an amazing time. I had so much fun, but I didn't know that Tyler had like a big crush on me last year. Like I had no idea, and it made sense because I remember one night we went out and there was like people talking with me or whatever, and Tyler like kind of got upset, or like I don't know, like he was like getting upset over like the idea of me flirting with other people, and I was like really confused by that. But it wasn't even like flirting. I think it was just more so like he just people were coming up to us and being very nice with us, and he had a crush on me at the time, so I think like he was just getting a little triggered. So I remember one night we went home early and my penthouse suite was on the left and his was on the right, and we went up to the top and we didn't talk at all in the elevator, and I was like, are we okay? And he's like, I just need space, I'm gonna go. And like he went right to his room and I went left to my room, and we were like, oh my god. And the next morning we woke up perfectly fine. But I think like nothing bad at all happened on that trip, except for like I guess Tyler had these emotions, and he's talked about it very. I'm not even like, I don't feel bad talking about it because he's talked about it on his TikTok. Like he's very open with it. But I'm excited for us to have a genuine. Like, we did last year as well, but like I want him to have an amazing time as well. I don't want him to worry about me or having to like impress me or this or that. Like I want him to have the best time too. So I'm excited for both of us to take this time differently and just enjoy each other's time. But also we've discussed that we're going to do something solo, maybe like if he wants to go in or I want to go in, or if we want to explore the city alone and stuff. I'm just excited, round two, but we're going to have the best freaking time ever, you guys. Lollapalooza. But it's so funny because when me and Tyler did that hosting for Paris Hilton, like we didn't get paid or anything, which is fine. We didn't expect to. But, we were always kind of like, maybe one day she'll come back and she'll do something for us, because we did something for her. And I remember even Sty was like, bitch, she better I paid you for that. And I was like, no, she didn't. He's like, what, you did that for free? Like, damn. And then he always like makes jokes like, you did that for free. Bitch, Sty, where you at? No, I'm kidding. We made the joke the other day. I was like, bitch, she ate. And he's like, all right, she ate. I'll give her her tens. I'm like, yeah, she ate. She locked it in for me and Ty. And, we have that good relationship with them. So that's pretty cool. I was literally just messaging the Hiltons like literally on email a couple days ago, and I'm like, well, this is so crazy, and they're like, we're so excited to have you, and I'm like, this is so crazy, literally so crazy. But speaking of Paris and Shakira, you guys, speaking of Paris, my sister got engaged. I'm so excited. Oh my god, I'm so happy. My sister got engaged. I can't believe it. When she told me, I literally cried because it's so nice to see my sister, someone I love and respect so much, get the love she deserves and the happiness. And I've had a lot of toxicity and cortisol spikes and moments where I feel like I'm not in the best, happiest, healthiest place of my relationships or whatever, and it feels really nice to see my sister and somebody in my family get the love they deserve, because my whole family kind of has really toxic love love cycles and everything like that, and I haven't really seen healthy love ever in my life. So I cried because I was like, wow, like I'm so proud of you for getting out of like that mindset that you don't deserve that, and I really want to get myself there as well. She told me that she found this relationship that she's getting married. She's 30 now, when she was 24, and I'm 24 now. So I really just want to lock in a healthy relationship with the person I love or the person I like. And yeah, because I don't want to be older and getting into more toxic arguments and stuff. Like I want healthy, happy love, and seeing her have that makes me so happy. And she also used to be like kind of degenerate when she was younger, like very degenerate, and like it's just so crazy to see. But anyways, bruh, tell me why she texted me yesterday being like, hey Pablo, do you think you could get Paris or Shakira to sponsor the event to sponsor my wedding? I don't mind if you want me to ask them myself. Girl, as if I can just ask Paris or Shakira for literally anything. Like, she's saying Shakira because I met Shakira. I got invited to her event. She said she knew who I was. She posted me on Instagram. So to my sister, she's like, you're besties with Shakira, which I'm grateful for the relationship. Duh. But girl, I can't do all that pull. I can't do all that pull. So I thought that was so freaking funny that she asked me to do that. I'm like, that is literally so Connecticut coded. Like, thinking that I have like all these freaking like connects because of that. I don't know, but yeah, very, very excited about that, you guys. Um, oh my God, I didn't even talk about that. Well, speaking of other celebrities, and speaking of something I did that I am very excited about since being in Connecticut. Not the best transition, but sorry. Yeah, so you guys know I've been doing a lot of things that I want to fulfill myself with and feel good about. And the other day, my friend who's a photographer, which is actually so crazy because maybe like 3 years ago when I first moved to LA, this photographer asked me to shoot with him, and I did. And the person who was helping assist the photo shoot was this boy. And since we shot that shoot, he literally like was talking always about wanting to be a photographer, and I was like, do it, do it, do it. And now he's an amazing photographer who shoots really cool people and creators and models. And he was like, oh my God, Pablo, like I have a little studio set up in my apartment today. If you want to do any headshots or any cool pictures, like I would love to shoot you like for your portfolio or things like that. And I thought that was perfect timing because you guys know I'm trying to do more fulfilling content and more fulfilling projects, and I'm kind of sick of learning everything for myself. So yeah, I can take classes for directing and stuff, but you guys also know I like being in front of the camera sometimes. So I figured getting some good headshots, getting some good digitals for modeling, that would all be like a really, really good opportunity, you guys. And yeah, so I did that. I went to his house. We took all these pictures. I was so nervous, guys, because I'm not like a model. Like I would love to be, but I'm not. And when I pulled up to his little studio, it was some of my friends, but also models that are just so good at what they do. And they were going first, and they were posing and posing and moving and moving and jumping and screaming. I can't do that, guys. Like I'm not fully confident like that. And I think also the lack of confidence of that comes from lack of experience, which is why I want to do more different unique things. So this helped a lot, but the pictures came out really good, you guys. And something that we did besides headshots and digitals was a spec shot. And if you don't know what a spec shot is, it's basically like a pretend photo shoot for a brand that you choose or any kind of brand. And you do like a photo shoot, like a mock photo shoot with a photographer to show other brands how you react with brands, how you look with brands, how you can do an editorial, how you can show a product off while also showing your face. You know, sometimes people do makeup and then you can send it to makeup brands. So hopefully they hire you, like things like that. And he was like, oh, Pablo, like we've been, like my friends were already there because I got there a little bit later because I went to the water park that day, which I'll get into. But a lot of my friends were there as well. So like, oh, like one of them was like, oh, I did Tower 28. One of them was like, oh, I did a fragrance. One of them was like, I did this. What do you want to do? And they suggested that I can, like, we only had products that were at their house. We suggested either Beats headphones or Celsius. And I think those are both good because I work out a lot. I also drink. So I was like, let's do it. So we started doing a spec shot for like this Beats ad, whatever. It comes out amazing. My friend is so talented, so freaking cool. I'm so happy about it because I was feeling very insecure about myself. You know, my face has been puffy and everything, and my acne's not looking the best. You know, I was at a water park all day. Like I didn't really feel that cute, but they helped me feel so good about myself. And I feel like that was necessary for my confidence. But you guys, I posted a video about it on my story about like some of the shots we got because it looked really cool. Then some of you guys, I don't know what y'all did with it, but some of y'all started screenshotting it and posting it on TikTok and on Twitter, being like, Pablo is the new ambassador for Beats headphones, which I think is so funny, but it's obviously a joke. Like, it's a spec shot. It's not real. But people are like, oh, Pablo's the new ambassador for Beats headphones. Like, that's so da-da-da. And, you know, I thought it was funny because I look really good in it, but people are so rude, guys. Like, a lot of people are like, that's so awesome, nice. It's not real, so I appreciate y'all being sweet, but some of you guys are like, ew, he is so disgusting. Ew, Beats would never sell anything. I was about to get Beats, but never mind. That's why I've always gotten Apple headphones. Bitch, Apple literally owns Beats, you dumbass. Anyways, they're like, he's so chopped. This is Photoshop. Da 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 da. Guys, when am I ever mean to anybody? Like literally, when am I ever actually mean to anybody? I'm never mean to y'all. I'm never mean to my friends unless we're all joking around like as a little bickers. That does not mean, but you know what I mean. Like it just gets there. But I understand that's what comes with it. And I have learned a lot to not care. But sometimes when I get high, I'm like, oh shit, like, am I this? Am I that? But no, you're not, Pablo. You're amazing and you're beautiful. Thank you. And I got to keep acting like that. So I think, honestly, I just have to allow the hate. I don't have to run from the hate. Just allow it and move towards it and, you know, continue to prove people wrong. I don't think I'm the best. I don't think I'm the hottest. I literally am just trying. And I wanted to do spec shots to make myself feel good, to learn more about modeling. And then y'all were like, being mean, but what can I do? Even this morning, somebody commented, they're like, he's so funky. I looked at their page. They looked a mess, bro. They literally looked a mess. And I replied to them with the picture of them. And I was like, bitch, you look a mess. Sorry. I didn't say that because I'm not mean. But they were like, oh, no, they were like, he looks so funky. Oh my God. Or crusty or something. And I responded a picture of them and I said, don't piss me off. They deleted their comment, bruh. And then somebody else, they said, they're like, oh, I was gonna buy Beats, never mind. And then I put a picture of their profile picture. I was like, I think Beats are the last of your worries, boo. And then they're like, oh man, Papa, I love you so much. Like, it literally is crazy. It is actually crazy. I cannot believe it. So, although I want to get to serious content again, and I'm very excited about that because I think it maybe allows people less room to like think that they can talk about me in every single way that makes them feel good about themselves. Like, like if it's not about me, then maybe they can't talk about me. Like, I don't know, but I don't know. Dealing with hate is very interesting. I'm in a really good spot. I go to therapy a lot. I really work on my mental. I have, good relationships, but I am just a person, and I feel like when people are rude, it's rude and it hurts, and I don't want to feed into it because I don't want people to I don't care that much. Like, not that much, you guys. Like, I think what it is that, growing up, I was already spiteful with how I grew up, how I was raised, the person I thought I was becoming by a certain age, which is why I left Connecticut so quickly. So now that as I'm an adult and I find myself in situations I don't enjoy as much, I get upset with myself because I'm like, well, you're an adult and you're the one deciding it. It's not like when you were younger. Oh my gosh, my cat just moved my blinds and now it's doing that. Sorry. But it's not like when you were younger and like you had no choice. Like, you have a choice. So if you don't like people hating on you, then don't post your face. But I'm like, what? No, that's not how it should go. Right. So yeah, it's definitely a journey, but I think just focusing on myself and my health is going to be the best way possible. And I'm very, very excited to do that. And I appreciate all the love on this podcast, guys. Thank you so much for always listening to me and everything. And I know there's not a lot of things that I'm the best at, but I know I'm pretty good. Oh my God, guys, I got really nauseous real quick. I don't know what that was. I think I got a little hot. 1 second. Yeah, so hate. And then also, guys, it's like, I feel like sometimes with like these celebrities and shit, like they can deal with the hate because bitch, they're in these $1 million houses. They never have to worry about money again. They retired their families. They look tea. They have their businesses. Guys, I'm grateful for what I have, but I'm not rich. I'm very grateful where I'm in a spot where I'm able to save money, and that's what I'm doing. But I'm still not in any super comfortable situation. I haven't been able to completely help my family. Like, I don't feel the best about my looks all the time. Like, I still live in this apartment. I'm trying to improve my credit. Like, my car, I'm still waiting on the car, which I'll get into. So, like, it's not like I have the nicest things to distract myself from, like, hate either. Like, I'm literally just, like, here. And then someone's like, you're fucking ugly. And I'm like, oh, okay. But, yeah. I'm happy and I appreciate you guys and I love the podcast and I love the things I do. So I'm just going to put more effort into my health and my actual fulfilling projects and everything like that. And we'll just keep going with that. And I'm good at a lot of things. I am good at a lot of things, you guys. And I need to remember that. And one of the things that I am good at that I've been thinking about recently is, bruh, I'm pretty good at marketing for Gen Z. I'm not going to lie. These are so stupid. I think like I would actually be kind of good at like capitalizing off of like viral moments and like making like a good strategic plan for brands to like do it, to like connect with Gen Z. Bitch, these are such stupid ideas, but I was talking about it with Drew and Stein. They're like, wait, those are kind of tea. But here are my ideas. Because as I'm getting into an era where I think about school, as I think about how I used to be a communication major with also marketing, how I think about, doing fulfilling short films and projects and direction, how I think about wanting to detach myself fully where I feel like I don't have to explain every little detail about myself so people aren't like nitpicking literally everything. I think I'm a pretty good marketer, and I've thought about some different opportunities recently that I think are funny. So, okay, let me tell you. So, the first one is, Waymo. I have a really good pitch for Waymo. Waymos are self-driving autonomous cars where nobody drives the car. And I'm not gonna lie, guys, I kind of put Waymo on, especially in LA, because last year when they came out, how did this happen again? I think they reached out to me because they saw my content that I naturally made in LA, like trying things and telling and reviewing. And they asked me if I would review the Waymo before it came out, so that people could see it, blah, blah, blah. They gave me a code. I used the Waymo. I made a video, got like 500,000 likes. Within a week, Waymo was out to the public, and I could barely even get a Waymo for myself. So I was like, whatever. Now, like 3 years later, Waymos are everywhere. They're so popular. They're like just like Uber and Waymo and Lyfts or whatever. And there's a new one called the Waymo Oj or Ojai, which is like a really big like bus kind of thing. And maybe 3 weeks ago, they gave me a code for it. I could use it I get free Waymos literally whenever. I've been using it. Super tea. They took it away from me at one point because I was using it too much and I hadn't made a video for them. And I was like, bro, they hate me, but then they gave it back. So I still have it. So literally, I think instead of giving Pablo Tamayo a free code and not giving him a check, let's give someone a check. It could be me. I'll be part of the check. But guys, how tea would it be if, you guys know the Met Gala, right? Met Gala. Every time a celebrity gets off the carpet or onto the carpet from the Met Gala, they're in a Suburban, an Escalade, big black cars where they sit down, their team sits down. I feel like Suburbans and Escalades, they were so revolutionized in like the celebrity, elegant scene because of the Met Gala, and that's why, you see them in paparazzi and you see them with celebrities getting out. Like they're a very high priced car that celebrities use for their privacy, but also use to get dropped off at the Met Gala. How T would it be? I'm not saying it would be T for Kylie Jenner to get $10 million. She has enough money. But like if Waymo paid a celebrity like $10 to $15 million, right? For them to pull up to the Met Gala in a Waymo. In an all black souped out Waymo, just like the ones I'm driving, the OJs. If you see them, they're like a bus. They look like a futuristic bus. But they're not too big, but they're like a little Suburban, Imagine literally Kylie Jenner getting out of a Waymo on the red carpet, a black souped out Waymo. It just says Waymo, like a little white logo, like on the side of the car. Opens up, Kylie gets out with like her like hairstylist, like makeup artist, and just walks onto the carpet and the Waymo leaves. I'm not saying Waymo deserves a big boost because low-key, I've heard some things that they're taking jobs away from people. So also, I'm not even sure about that. But then also, I'm not saying Kylie deserves more money either. And I'm not saying the Met Gala like praise them. But like, that would be a T idea, right? Like, that would be a T idea. That would be so T. I think that would be T. I don't know what celebrity or what, but I just feel like that would like, from a brand perspective, really help the brand. It would kind of establish the brand. Okay, cool. One idea, maybe not the best. Let me know. Another idea. I wrote it down. Oh, me and Sty talk about this one a lot. Kia, the car. So I don't know a lot about this. I've only learned this like, kind of through my friends and through Twitter. So I'm not even the biggest person on here. But you guys know the Kia Asylum. Basically, when an artist is a flop, I guess, and people say, oh, they're from the Kia Asylum. It's basically when an artist can't sell their album or can't sell some piece of their music, and it means that they flopped and they didn't do well. They're in the Kia Asylum, and there's jokes like, oh, they have to get out of the Kia Asylum, yada, yada. Zara Larsson got out of the Kia Asylum. Charlie XCX got out of the Kia Asylum. People say BB Rex is in the Kia Asylum. People say Lizzo's in the Kia Asylum. Like, people say things like that. So, like, that's kind of what's going on. But how funny would it be? Like, like, in, like, especially, like, with the younger side of TikTok, Gen Z, like, Twitter slang, like, people will say, like, that's a key a lot. I don't say it, like, that often, but people say that a lot. Bitch, how funny would it be to, like, give Style, like, a brand deal, like, with a Kia, and he does, like, hashtag Kia and a Kia. Like, that'd be T, or like Kia and a Kia, hashtag Kia partner. Like, that is good Gen Z marketing. Like, that is funny. But not actually that. Or like, more so what me and Sai were saying. He's like, I was saying to him, like, how T would it be like if there was a commercial for the car Kia, and it's like this fast, intense shot of like a Kia car zooming out of like this asylum, and it's zoom, 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 and it's all this and then all that. Boom, it stops. And the car opens. BB Rexa, Lizzo, who else? Ava Max, who else? Bia, Sweetie, they're all iconic, but people that they say like are in the Kia Asylum, they walk out of the car and they're like, Kia, get out of the Kia Asylum, Kia, something like that. You know what I mean? Like, that would be T. Maybe that's so stupid and actually so dumb. We thought it was funny. I think it'd actually be like a gag. Like if it was like a Twitter, like they don't have to put all their money into it, but like a cute like Twitter funny like thing. And I feel like it would kind of be like T, like BB Rex would be down. Like it's not even bad being a kid. Guys, they're all super successful. They're not flops in my head. You can't be a flop if you're that successful, like dead ass. But I think that'd be funny. Okay, let me know which one's better. What else? Oh, and then the last one was today. Me and Drew thought about it. We were talking about how energy drinks are so disgusting and like they look all industrial, and like the inside of energy drinks are like kind of gross and like dark. So like, what if we made an energy drink that was like a clear bottle and like it was a clear, healthy drink that didn't look like this like dark soda or like this dark opaque liquid? And like our slogan for it would be, let me think. What was it? Oh, don't just feel the energy, see it. Blank. Like, that'd be T. These are T ideas, right? I just wanted to tell you guys, these are ideas. I literally have been writing them down. So I was like, I might as well tell them that because why not? Oh my gosh, guys, we're almost at pop culture. Okay. So yeah, I told you guys about the water park, the day of the headshots and everything. Earlier that day, I went to the water park with Sty, Mitch, Pluto, Javon, and and Matt. Was that everyone? Yeah, I think that was all of us. And we had so much fun. We filmed for Sty's channel and we just had the best time. But guys, it was so funny because there was like this one time, I think you guys will see it in the video. Wait, let me fan myself one sec. Guys, I think this is like one of the best episodes in a while, right? So there was this one. Okay, so at the water park, we were walking, and these like group of little boys like walked by us, and they're like, "Huh, gay." And we heard them like, huh? So I was like, did they say gay? I was like, yeah. And he's like, the fuck? They knew not to say it again. And they said again, huh, gay? So I was like, bruh. So then he's like, you know what? We're filming. He starts running towards them to like confront them. But mind you, these are like some high schoolers or bruh. I don't know. And we go and we see them. Mind you guys, nothing wrong with it. But the person that was, the person that was saying hot gay, he looked a little funny. And I'm not going to say what, you guys can infer, but he looked a little crazy. I'm not going to lie. And for him to be confidently calling huh, gay, like crazy. So, and Stein knew that. I knew that's why Stein turned around. I was like, bitch, no. But anyways, we go there. Stein, Mitch, Pluto, Javon, everyone, they're like talking in front, like the Solar Sisters, they're talking in front of this group of like high schoolers or middle school. I don't even know how they were. And they're like, bye guys, make sure to subscribe, like fish, da 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 da. One of them goes, huh, gay? It was the same guy that looked crazy. Stein turns around and says, I know you're not talking, but says the craziest thing. And I was like, and guys, this boy shut up, got super embarrassed. He was with all these girls, got clocked in front of these girls. I was like, you know what? Sometimes people really got to get their lessons learned because you can't just talk shit about like people like that. But Sty really clocked him. And if there's one person to clock, it would be Sty. So that's when we were like, and we all laughed. And then I was like, all right, last word for Sty, I guess. I was like, last word for that. We go through the whole rest of the day, whatever. When we leave the park, we go to the trams, which is like a line that we had to wait. We get on the tram and we're like moving up away from the tram. And as we're going up the hill, like to go back to the parking spot, you have to like kind of go by like the side of the park. Bro, the boys were there. I don't know if they were waiting. I don't know if it was perfect timing, whatever. As we're going by them, they go, huh, gay? And we just zoom by them. And we were all gagged, bro. We were like, bro, those kids got the last word. So I was like, all right, they ate that one up. I'm not gonna. I was gagged, bro. I was laughing so hard. So yeah, that water park thing was really, really fun. And it was Raging Waters. I've never been there. I didn't even know there was like that kind of water park in LA. But it was annoying because Ty told me it was like called something differently at first. So I drove an hour there and then it was somewhere else. And I had to go an hour back. Driving is driving. I don't like driving that much because I don't have a nice car. But speaking of car, let's get into a little car update, you guys. My Jeep is still in Connecticut, unfortunately, and here is why it is still in Connecticut, you guys. I bought a used Jeep. I knew I wanted a used Jeep. I knew I wanted it because the engines in used Jeeps are better, and I wanted the aesthetic of a used Jeep also, and I also wanted the vintage leather brown seats, and I also don't like how a new modern Jeep looks. It's just not my vibe. I also wanted a car that off-road, and I don't think I was going to off-road a new Jeep, so that's where my head was at with all that kind of stuff. So when I found the Jeep that was perfect aesthetically, really good interior, really good price, I knew I wanted it. But I also knew, guys, and I'm not dumb, that older Jeeps are going to need some maintenance sometimes. And especially if it's like an off-roading car, you know, you might have to fix some stuff before you're able to drive it the best that you can. And, you know, everybody knows that with used cars. It's like, you know, you'll get an oil change. You'll get it. Maybe there's something wrong. You fix the tube. Like, you pay a couple $100s. It's like, oh, that sucks, but I did buy a used car. You know, I know that. And guys, I could afford a brand new car. I could get a really nice $50,000 car. Be like, what the fuck is up, bitches? Guys, no, I don't want that right now. I'm still in this apartment. I don't need a brand new $50,000 car parked in this apartment complex. Hell no. And I also want my Jeep Fantasy, and the only Jeep I want was like an older one. So I was aware of all that. But the issues came in because I'm going to be honest with you guys. So when we first got the car, and I had it, I was driving it, it's all good, amazing. The check engine light turns on. I'm like, no fucking way. Because if you guys know, smog tests are so big in California and you need to get it smog tested. And if it's a check engine light, you can't. And that's the reason why my car right now is so ass, because they can't get smog tested. So I was like, no fucking way. And this is when I was leaving to Cali. So I was like, oh, so my dad's like, it's okay. I'll bring it tomorrow. We'll get it fixed. We'll see what's wrong. I go to Cali. He brings it. They tell him it's because we didn't screw the gas cap enough. We look it up. It's valid. Everyone in the Jeep community, it's valid. I'm like, okay, it was just the cap, but that's annoying. So they're like, we'll complete the whole cap. We'll change all that so that never happens again. Okay, cool. They do it. It's fixed. We're good. My dad's driving it for 3-4 days. He realizes that there's this liquid coming down from the bottom. He thinks it's the AC liquid. So he goes there. They're trying to fix it or whatever. They're like, all right, we're going to fix everything. They're very nice. And they also know that they kind of sold it to me and they know I have social media. Not that I would ever like expose them, but I think that's what they're a little scared about because that's how it seems like they're talking. And then my brother also owns like the biggest car performance shop in Connecticut, or one of them. So I think he's also like scared about him. So they're doing everything. Every time they go in, they fix it. They're really nice about it. They're super cool about it. That's really amazing. Because most times a used car, they don't need to do shit. So Yeah, so and then they check, they realize that there's a leak in the transmission. It's not a big deal, allegedly conspiracy. They try to fix it. They don't have the key to do it. So they say, you know what? We're going to do you guys a big one. Bring this car to Jeep. Tell them to do absolutely whatever they need to do with it. If there's even anything wrong, we will pay for everything. Guys, there's really not that, there's nothing wrong with it, but that gives some clarity in my head. And and then so my dad did that. He brought it to Jeep, and there's not everything that's being fixed is just things that you could do for aesthetics or things that you could do just for a better, higher, long lasting thing. We got like brand new brakes and brand new this, and I'm grateful for that. New coolant, new oil changes, like that's good. And my dad was saying like, Pablo, this would have all been normal stuff for you to do in California, but you don't know much about cars, so it's better that we do it and then we send it to you perfect. And I was like, okay, yeah, but I'm annoyed because I'm going to Chicago, so I have to wait like another week. But yeah, it's hot in here, guys. The sunset's like peaking, so it's a little hot. Can you guys still hear me? I think you guys still can. So yeah, that's the update with the car. Car will be here soon. If all else fails, my dad said he would buy the car for me, so we are good because you can't return a car, I guess, that's used. But he was like, oh, if anything, like I love the car, I'll buy it for you, but like nothing's wrong with it. But like just so you can have some peace of mind, because he thinks that I'm scared that something random's gonna happen with it, and he is right, but apparently it's not. So that is what that is. Okay, what else? What else do we have to talk about? Um, we've talked about a lot of crazy things, you guys. But something real that happened before we get into pop culture, because I do want to talk about it, and I do want to be very clear about how I feel about what's going on in the world. I'm fucking irritated. I'm so upset and I'm so annoyed. I feel hopeless. The administration is fucking us over. The administration is lying to us, and it feels like we don't even have a say. I am always for free Palestine, and I'm always for freeing everybody that is literally just trying to make ends meet. ICE is doing awful things, and I had an experience with that this morning, which is so upsetting, you guys. So this morning around 9:30, 10 a.m., I left my apartment to go to the gym to meet Drew. And as I was pulling out, I saw two men on the steps of my apartment complex in handcuffs with a bunch of officers that were not in police uniform officers. They were they were officers in some kind of uniform I've never seen. It was like a navy blue. It had different wording on it. And I immediately was like, oh my God, is this what's happening right now? There's no way. It's happening right in front of my eyes. And my heart dropped. I was like, oh my God. And I'm pulling out of my parking complex and I'm seeing it. We're like 10 feet away I'm 10 feet away from it. And I'm on the phone with my mom, and I'm like, oh my God, Mom, I think this is happening. Oh my God, 1 second. And I hung up because I was like, what is happening right now? Like, I don't know. So then I'm looking, and these officers are looking at me, and they're like, and I'm like, is everything okay? And they're like, yeah, you can leave. You can go. Like being hella rude to begin with. I'm like, what? And I'm like, I live here. They're like, all right, cool, go. And I'm like, no, I don't need to go. And then these two people start like walking at me very fast with like their hands on their holsters. And I'm like, what the fuck? So then I like pull out really fast and I go to the side and I call my property manager and I'm like, oh my God, like, do you see what's going on outside? And she's like, yeah, like, I don't want to go out. I'm scared, like, da da da. And I'm like, oh my God, is that who I think it is? She's like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. Just stay out there. Like, have your passport. I heard they were asking for passports. I'm like, what like is actually going on? And I was like, I'm gonna go back, I'm gonna record it, like I'm gonna record, because people always say to make sure to be there to hold these like officers to hold these agents or whatever accountable. And she's like, no, like don't worry, like I'm already recording on like the security camera, like just be safe. And I was like, ugh, like, oh my God, like what do I do? And then they kept staring at me and everything, and I'm like, bruh, like this is so whack. And like I still don't even know like what fully happened or not, or if it was that or not. I tried to like, I stayed there as long as I could, and then she told me to get out of there because they were being aggressive, and they literally pulled these people out of their cars, you guys. The car was in the middle of the road and it was open, and they were pulled out of it, and it's just so disgusting and disturbing to see. And I told my property manager to alert all the tenants, and she did, and that was the way I had to do it. And it's just not okay, you guys. And I don't know specifically what happened or how it happened, but what is going on in this country is not okay. And I know we're about to get into pop culture topics that are interesting and funny and stuff, but I really hope that you guys can take the time to learn about what's going on, educate yourselves, and know that there are so many awful things going on. And please take the time, especially for the midterm elections, guys. Be ready to vote. Be ready to vote. I will update you guys. I will let you guys know when it is if I can. I can tell you guys as much as I can with information. I'm not the most knowledgeable person, but have always been pretty aware of what's going on. It's just absolutely awful. And yeah, so that's what happened this morning. And yeah, it was really weird. And also there was no police cars, no police. It was a bunch of unmarked vehicles. So I don't know what happened specifically, but everyone just please be safe because it really, really is scary out here. But thank you guys for hearing me on that. And I'll get into pop culture right now. We talked about my life and my updates and where I'm at and everything. And we'll do some pop culture for you guys right now. But yeah, guys, a lot has been going on in the news and the media. I feel like there's been breakups and there's been confusions and Love Island and everything like that. And getting into Love Island, we could talk about that because there is a lot going on with that, guys. But first with that, Nico Landria broke up today, which is crazy to say, but I'm not gonna lie, you guys. I do think I've kind of always seen it coming. I've seen Alandria and Nick at separate parties before, and they always kind of seem to be doing their own things, allegedly conspiracy. So I don't really, I'm happy for them that they're happy. That's it. And Alandria is so tea. And she deserves to kind of shine without that man because that man he was kind of just like coattailing on her. Like she deserves to do her own thing, I think, and she'll be just fine. And then also I remember one time I went to a party like right after Love Island last year, and I remember hearing like because they were there allegedly conspiracy. I don't think it's like brand news because there was other creators that talked about it before, but like I heard that like they were right next to me, and like I would hear like somebody in the friend group being like, oh, like she's upset because of this, and then I would hear someone in the friend group be like, he's upset because of that, and then I would see that guy with another girl. Like, so I always kind of knew, and I always kind of would tell my friends like, yeah, no, but I don't know. That's not me. I'm not them. So only they know what they deserve more than I do. But what else? Oh my gosh, guys, Melanie got pink hair. But Melanie got pink hair. That was so tea. I was not expecting that. That low key feels like breakup hair, right? Kind of like breakup glow up. Like you would get pink hair. That's how I would see it. She looks so freaking good. And it's so funny because all the girls are getting their hair done at the same place. I think it's like Hair Trap LA, which is like where Wendy Ortiz got her hair. And I was going to get a gift from there one time. And it's just like whenever I hear about something before someone goes there that's big, I'm like, I'm so proud of them. So I think it's so cool that like all the girls are getting their hair done and looking so good. But I did see like the paparazzi shots of like Trinity and Bryce walking out of Craig's in LA, and then I saw like Melanie like in the back of them without Sincere, and then she was also like third wheeling like Zach and Kata. So I don't know if her and Sincere are together anymore. And honestly, I would not put it past her. She deserves better. But then here we all are texting our exes. All right. But guys, this is so funny. I saw this thing saying that like Bryce runs LA because he does. Because like it's T, like Bryce runs LA. Everyone's like Bryce runs LA. I hear y'all. Bryce runs LA. But one of the biggest reasons that Bryce runs LA I've seen on TikTok and stuff is because he was friends with Kendall Jenner at one point, and he's friends with Paris Hilton. Bitch, why don't I run LA? All right, guys. I am joking. I'm the biggest transplant. I know I do not run LA. Bye, bitch. I run this studio apartment with popcorn ceilings, but yes. But I was making jokes with like Drew. I was like, bitch, why are people saying I run LA? Like I know Paris too, but no, he's T. And also like he seems to be very in LA. Like people were saying like, bitch, he made us think that he was literally like broke or like picking up scraps. Like no, like he's T. He's a DJ. Like he has this big house. He knows the Jenner. He knows Paris Hilton. Like when he got back, they hosted him for like a secret dinner at this like secret society restaurant that only like celebrities go to. And I'm like, bro, like he really got that in. So I hope Trinity just lives her best fucking one. And speaking of Trinity, I saw that her ex was coming out saying that like, she was with him right before. She fucked him right before Love Island. Like she texted him a whole paragraph saying that like she loves him and that she's going on the show and that like she doesn't know what's gonna happen and da. Trinity, she can't do any wrong. Honestly, guys, if I was in a toxic relationship that wasn't going anywhere, but I was also like texting them and I was going on Love Island, like I would let them know and I'd be completely honest. I mean, if it was a relationship I was working on, like no, I wouldn't go. But like they seem to be a little bit more toxic and you could tell that. So, like she went on a show. She was in a toxic relationship. She found someone new and it sucks, but that's how it goes. I don't think she like lied to the, United States of America during Love Island. Like, so I think, I think she's fine and I think she deserves to be happy. Oh my God. Speaking of like toxic exes and shit, Janae and Kenny also on Love Island news, you guys. Kenny needs to stop. If Kenny had such an issue, if Kenny had so much to talk about, he could have talked about it right in the moment. But now he's talking months later. He's literally like attacking, especially a woman of color, making her like seem like this aggressive, angry, violent woman. It's just wrong. It's just wrong. And he's fake crying in the interview and talking about, oh, I called Cordell and after it, and he was even on my side. And then Cordell posted on his story, like, I do not fuck with you. Like, do not bring me up. We don't fuck with you. You are weird. Like, I think everybody also always deserves their second chances. You guys know I'm always a big devil's advocate guy, but bruh, like, no, no. And I hope Janae gets it settled with her lawyers, and I hope she comes out with all the texts and receipts and everything, because as a grown man, if you are saying awful things, like, bitch, you can't even blame it on your past. You can't even blame it on this or that. You are a grown man with decisions. Like, and even 8 months later, you are now deciding to go on a podcast and do like a tell-all documentary when you literally cheated on her. And then she found shit on your phone. So then you asked her to go on her phone, and then you wouldn't give her back her phone. So she called the cops on you because you wouldn't give her back her phone. Like, and then you say that you called the cops on her. Like, it is just so triggering. I get it. I hope Janae is safe and everything. And Kenny, I hope he figures it out, because it is just really, really gets there. And yeah, what else do we have to talk about, you guys? Let's talk about some public things that have been going on. Olivia Rodrigo spotted with a new boyfriend. I don't know if you guys heard. It's like this like finance guy, and I think it's funny because in her song she's like, "I won't settle for a boy with a fake job." That was really offbeat. But she really took that lyric to heart. She really took that lyric to heart. And I think she deserves to be happy. Maybe another album will come out in 3 years. I don't know. I've always said, like, if you're a pretty girl who can write music and have viral hits every time, like, is there even really an L to, like, break up? Like, I break up and then I eat ice cream in my, like, here. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not writing a song that's now getting me a Grammy. So, like, honestly, like, I think she's doing fine, but I hope she's okay. I love her. I want to watch her concert. I need to find a way if I'm going to get tickets. Or if any of my friends are watching this, you can get me Olivia tickets for my birthday in September, which I don't know what I'm doing yet. Possibly Brazil, possibly Europe, possibly a Lake Tahoe trip with my friends. I don't know. Let me know what I should do for my birthday, guys. What else? Oh, yeah, North was spotted in public with Kanye West. People were making fun of her looks and shit. She's a girl. She's young. You can't make fun of her. Kanye's a little scary sometimes because, you know, he's had a lot of ups and downs. I really enjoy his music. I don't listen to it that much anymore because I do kind of have to connect with the person more so to listen to their music. But I think they're good. And even if North is dressing crazy or not, guys, she's literally a kid. Like, y'all are making it crazy for no reason. Like, well, I mean, I get, like, yeah, when she, like, I think she has, like, her hands pierced. I don't know if that's true or not. It's not up to us. It's up to the parents, I guess. I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know in the chat. I feel like that's a little sticky situation because she is still just finding herself and everything like that. Speaking of people finding themselves and finding things out, Chris Olsen was cheated on. Did you guys see that? Chris Olsen got cheated on at an Olivia Dean concert, but it was crazy because he already had a bad relationship with Ian before, and he's like, I'm never bringing my relationship to the internet again. Bitch, he literally posted the Superman hero guy. They dated publicly, and then he found out that he was cheating on him, which is so sad. I've been cheated on, guys. It is the most hurtful thing. It lingers forever, and it sucks, and I feel really bad for him, but yeah, like his boyfriend like made like a statement to like New York Times or something and was like, out of respect for the relationship, I'm not going to talk about anything and I hope he doesn't either. Yeah, bitch, because you cheated. That is so irritating. He's like, please don't send hate to either of us. Don't piss me off. But I do think there's a part of not including relationships on the internet because it makes it harder to get over it when something goes wrong. But I do think if you know it's the one. And I do think there's a beautiful thing about public relationships because they give you hope. Like, they just give you hope. And then when people are like, oh my God, they broke up. Like, I'm never going to find a love again. No. I think it's like when they're together, it's acceptable to have hope because you're looking at a healthy relationship that you want, you aspire. Also, two people with crazy lives that can still find time to be calm with each other. But bitch, when it's like a breakup or something like that, and you're like, oh my God, I'll never find love again. No, they just broke up. Things go wrong. That doesn't mean, you know what I mean? Like, we need to be very clear with how things go there. But yeah, that was that tea right there. What else on pop culture topics? Streamer University, you guys. Streamer University happened. That was really, really cool. I enjoyed watching most parts of it. Some of my biggest highlight. If you guys don't know what Streamer University is, basically Kai Cenat, who's one of the biggest streamers, he hosts a university every year where he rents out a big college and he allows all the streamers and content creators in the world to apply to come to the school for 5 days, take classes hosted by other big successful streamers, content creators, live on campus, have a roommate, and stream 24/7 to grow your following, to learn more. and to just connect. And a big thing that people have to understand when they're there is that there's some small creators with like 20 viewers and some of the biggest creators with 50,000 live viewers. But everybody kind of just has to decide that we're all here to help each other. And they kind of all put each other on, which is really, really sweet. There actually was this one brand deal competition that they were doing where they were giving it to the best streamer. It was for Milk Cosmetics. Sorry, I'm burping. Milk Cosmetics was for $50,000, and Jeremiah from Love Island won it. He was a streamer there. He did really well. So, I think it's cool that they're giving people opportunities and everything like that. I think they are genuinely learning. I don't think it's like a stupid school. I think people are genuinely like getting attached and like having really aspiring moments there. And I think that's amazing. And some moments that stuck out to me are Lizzo being there. I feel like Lizzo being there was so tea. Like people are like, she's a flop. She's a flop. She's not a flop. She has Grammy. She's tea. She's famous enough. She's rich enough. Shut up. Her going to Streamer University, that was tea for all these streamers to be able to connect with Lizzo and collab with her. That established these streamers. And it also gave Lizzo this credibility of being cool and young and Gen Z and like, being there for people. Like, I think that was pretty cool. Wait, guys, I'm going to try to open this blind real quick and see if it does anything because it was really bright earlier, but now I think the sun is a little bit gone, so it won't be directly on my face, but still give me the lighting I need to end the rest of the podcast. Yeah, that's good. Lizzo was there. I saw Crystal was like trolling Lizzo a lot, and Lizzo didn't even care. She thought it was funny, so I was like, okay, that's tea. Like, somebody like that who's that famous. Because, guys, I met Lizzo a couple of times, and every time I meet her, she's kind of like standoffy. So I'm like, huh. But like, she was there for a reason. She wanted to connect with people, and I think that she was really sweet. Sky Jackson, she was one of my favorites, guys. She ate that up. SKAI Jackson, like, she tore that up. Like, she was like so real. Like, she is so like classy kind of, I feel like. Like there was one point where Rakai was like, Sky, she's like, hi Rakai, how are you? And he's like, oh, like just being crazy dramatic. She's like, calm down. Like, she's like, she's tea, she's older. And then even like wardrobe, he's like, oh, would you date this person? She's like, no, don't ask me stupid questions. Or when her roommate was like mad at her, she's like, then pack your stuff up and go. Like she was tea. She was genuinely tea. And her wardrobe and Playboy Max were like the tea like trio for me. I thought they were so freaking tea. Wardrobe, so talented. I've went live with him a couple times. I'm super happy for his success. He seems amazing. He's so funny. I saw so many different clips that he was so funny. Like there was this one clip where it was like him, Playboy Max, and this other creator who was like a little bigger than Wardrobe. And Wardrobe read a comment. And he's like, what did they say? Like, they were like, oh, they said it's big, bigger, and biggest or something like that. And he's like, you read that out of all the comments? Like, or something like that. And that one like really viral. Or like, they were like, Wardrobe was like, oh, people say Max is walking like his dick is heavy. He's like, nobody said that. Like, Wardrobe is just so out of pocket. Like, that is so funny. And like, he's like refreshing, And also when he stood up for Playboy Max is like a straight streamer. And he was paired with Wardrobe, which everybody was like, huh, like a gay boy with a straight guy, how's that gonna go? They became like best friends and had such good memories. And then some of the toxic straight creators that were there were like making fun of Max and calling him gay and everything for hanging out with Wardrobe and saying that he was probably touching him when he was in bed and shit. And like, it got Max upset because he felt like embarrassed and like he felt for Wardrobe and he started crying on stream and ended it kind of being like, Wardrobe's a boy, like he's a man, like you guys are so whack, like I love everybody, like I'm not gay but I will still be friends with a gay person, like. And I thought that was so awesome to see like a straight man like advocating for that, and I think that was really, really cool. And Max is definitely, I followed him after that. I was like, that's super tea. Wendy and Eve were there. I thought that was so fun. Everybody was hating on them, being like, they're not going to go. Kai didn't invite them, da-da-da. And they showed up, and I was so happy for them. Wendy looks amazing. So does Eve. And they're just so iconic. They brought a lot of Latinos to the streaming community, which is awesome. And I don't think Shadi Bay kind of did it first, but I don't think a lot of people give them their credit. Like, without Wendy and Eve, there wouldn't be a lot of these big Latino streamers, and they might be better or bigger or nicer, or whatever you guys want to say. But Wendy and Eve definitely are iconic. So I thought it was really, really, fair for them to be there. And I thought that was cool. Benji did amazing. Carnesa that he did was so tea. Crystal did amazing. I'm so proud of them. What else? Oh my God, that's so funny because when I saw Benji at like doing his Streamer University thing, and he's probably making so much money, as he should. I remembered about a couple months ago when me and Benji went to the gym and we were in the sauna, and he was like, Pablo, do you do your taxes? And I was like, yeah. Why? And he's like, oh, I'm doing my taxes too, and I have to pay this and da 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 da. But like, I need to make more da da da, and I need da 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 da, and I need to do a tax write-up da da da. He's just telling me about his taxes in the sauna in front of like random people, and we were talking about it, and he was so real for that. Benji, girl, now you're going to have to save a little bit more for those taxes, girl, because you are T now. You are T, one of the biggest streamers. So So proud of you. Keep going. Keep killing it. I thought that was so funny when we had that convo in the sauna because, bitch, so much has changed. That's so iconic. Guys, low-key, I have to shit, and I've done a lot. And it's funny that I have to shit as I talk about the diarrhea scare that's going on, the clistopherosis or whatever, that disease that's going on in the world. Don't eat lettuce. Don't eat produce, allegedly. Not trying to fearmonger, but just stay off of it for a little bit. Apparently, there's like a disease in lettuce and produce that's making people have uncontrollable shit where you diarrhea nonstop no matter where you are, and it's painful and it can lead to kidney failure. So that is a huge thing that's happening, and I wasn't too aware about it until a couple of days ago. And now I'm like hyperly aware about it. So everyone stay safe, y'all. I know we talking shit on this pod, but please don't shit while I'm talking on the pod. All right, I thought that ate. Yeah, there's just too much going on in the world right now. So honestly, guys, I'm focusing on myself and my health and doing things that are more fulfilling to me. I really hope you guys hear my words as just Pablo, just trying to talk with you guys. I promise you, I don't think I know everything. I promise you, I don't think I'm the most attractive, most funny, guys. Like, I just can't with like the expectations. All right. Now I'm just trying to have fun. And I really enjoyed this podcast. Last thing I'm going to say, guys, we have a really fun week coming up. I have 2 brand events I'm going to. I was invited to a clothing brand event, and then I was also invited to Tyla's album release party. I'm so gagged. I was personally invited to Tyla's album release party, which is crazy. And I'm so gagged, and I'm so excited to bring you guys along and tell you guys the story. I think Sty's coming with me. Sty loves Tyla, and Sty was kind of right with me when I got the opportunity. So I am very excited to bring you guys along with that. The clothing event I had before that, it's just like a gifting event. So maybe I'll vlog that day and like do like an influencer day in my life. All right. I don't know, you guys, but a lot of fun, exciting things coming up. Thank you guys so much for always being here and supporting me. Let me know what you guys think I should do differently for the next season of this podcast. Let me know if you guys want to be a clipper for this podcast. I need y'all. Let me know in the chat. Make sure to please like, comment, and subscribe, guys. Don't leave me hanging. There's a lot of haters out there for me. So I need some of y'all love. Whenever you see a video of me, if you guys can leave a heart or something, because sometimes the hate's overpowering the love, and I'm like, oh my God, do people even care? But I'm not saying that in a pick me way also. I'm just saying that like it's real. Like, you know, sometimes you're like, oh, huh. But yeah, love you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching Pablo Talk episode 25, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.